just wanna feel alright without you. Don't stress me now, I got the overdose, I'm feeling it in my bones. And if you say that I'm lying to you, these habits are killing me. I wish I could fall asleep, the problem is you. I never see the lights out, they got me overdrive. Fancy on a fast car, this is how you make me feel. Don't stress me now, I got the other dose, I'm feeling it in my bones. And if you say that I'm lying to you, these habits are killing me. I wish I could fall asleep, the problem is you. Just wanna feel alright without you. Don't stress me now, I got the overdose, I'm feeling it in my bones. And if you say that I'm lying to you, these habits are killing me. I wish I could fall asleep, the problem is you. I never see the lights out, they got me overdrive. Fancy on a fast car, this is how you make me feel. Don't stress me now, I got the other dose, I'm feeling it in my bones. And if you say that I'm lying to you, these habits are killing me. I wish I could fall asleep, the problem is you. sleep. The problem is you. I never see the lights out. They got me overdrive. Fancy on a fast car. This is how you make me feel. Don't stress me now. I got the other doors. I'm feeling it in my bones. And if you say that I'm lying to you, your savings are killing me. I wish I could fall asleep. The problem is you. I never see the lights out. They got me overdrive. Fancy on a fast car. This is how you make me feel. Don't stress me now. I got the other doors. I'm feeling it in my bones. And if you say that I'm lying to you, your savings are killing me. I wish I could fall asleep. The problem is stress me now. I got the other dollars, I'm feeling it in my bones. And if you say that I'm lying to you, these habits are killing me. I wish I could fall asleep. The problem is you. I never see the lights out. They got me overdrive. Fancy on a fast car. These is how you make me feel. Don't stress me now. I got the other dollars, I'm feeling it in my bones. And if you say that I'm lying to you, these habits are killing me. I wish I could fall asleep. The problem is just wanna feel alright without you. Don't stress me now. I got the other dollars, I'm feeling it in my bones. And if you say that I'm lying to you, these habits are killing me. I wish I could fall asleep. The problem is you. I never see the lights out. They got me overdrive. Fancy on a fast car. This is how you make me feel. Don't stress me now. I got the other dollars, I'm feeling it in my bones. And if you say that I'm lying to you, these habits are killing me. I wish I could fall asleep. The problem is you. I got the other without you. Don't stress me now, I got the overdose, I'm feeling it in my bones. And if you say that I'm lying to you, you said it's killing me. I wish I could fall asleep, the problem is you. I never see the lights out, they got me overdrive. Fancy on a fast car, this is how you make me feel. Don't stress me now, I got the overdose, I'm feeling it in my bones. And if you say that I'm lying to you, you said it's killing me. I wish I could fall asleep, the problem is you. Just wanna feel alright without you. Don't stress me now, I got the overdose, I'm feeling it in my bones. And if you say that I'm lying to you, you said it's killing me. I wish I could fall asleep, the problem is you. I never see the lights out, they got me overdrive. Fancy on a fast car, this is how you make me feel. Don't stress me now, I got the overdose, I'm feeling it in my bones. And if you say that I'm lying to you, you said it's killing me. I wish I could fall asleep, the problem is you. I got the overdose. never see the lights out. They get me overdrive. Fancy on a fast car. This is how you make me feel. Don't stress me now. I got the other thoughts. I'm feeling it in my bones. And if you say that I'm lying to you, you say it's a killing me. I wish I could fall asleep. The problem is you. I never see the lights out. They get me overdrive. Fancy on a fast car. This is how you make me feel. Don't stress me now. I got the other thoughts. I'm feeling it in my bones. And if you say that I'm lying to you, you say it's killing me. I wish I could fall asleep. The problem is you.
Welcome everybody. Seedworld presents Founders Cup. Gaming and NFT project founders are competing in Seedworld's first ever tournament for a share of SWORLD tokens for themselves and their communities. I am JD and with me is Tips.
Hi guys, welcome back to the show. It was quite an amazing show yesterday. All of these people who are well known in the Web3 and the gaming space have come together to play a tournament of Fall Guys, and they stand a chance of winning S World tokens worth 70,000 USD. And it's an amazing show because all of these people they are so experienced and they are so talented in this space. To see them play a very chill game like Fall Guys is a completely different side of them, and it creates a really good, wholesome environment.
We saw some amazing games, some amazing 1v1 competitions yesterday. 6 games were done. Guys, 6 games are remaining today. A lot of points were earned yesterday, Grips, and a lot of these points are on the line today. Uh, do you think all of these founders and gamers, I know they're very highly competitive, and a lot of them also told us yesterday, they've had a history with esports and gaming and now are
Yeah.
building something for the next generation. Do you think they might have gone back to the drawing board yesterday and come up with a better strategy today?
Definitely, not just better strategy. I think they would definitely have better mechanics as well. They would be more familiar with the maps. So we will see very few silly mistakes today. And I wouldn't say that's necessarily a good thing because some of these silly mistakes yesterday were really funny to look at. They were really hilarious. So it had its own twist to it. Call me sadistic if you want, but I enjoyed those quite a lot. Today, however, we will see games that are a lot closer, a lot more competitive, I think.
One thing which I personally want from today is, I think in all 6 games today, I want most of the participants, the founders here, to make it to round two, right? If it's a threshold of 19 which get to qualify, I want all 19 of them to qualify and play the next round, right? This in return will give us more rounds, more points for everyone, easier to catch up to those who earned a lot of them yesterday. And how are these guys earning these points? Let's see a breakdown of which round gives you how many points. So if you're a participant who's finished round one, as I was saying, usually there are 19 spots, but depends on map to map. If you finish round one, you get 2 points. If you finish round two, you get 4 points additional. If you finish round three, you get 6 points in total. If you finish round four, you get 8 points. Fifth round, 12 points if you reach there, and everyone participates and does really well. If you win the crown, that gives you 20 in points. And I think yesterday we saw Aslan take that really do that really well at those 20 points. Let's see. Except Aslan, who were the major point earners from yesterday. I think our top fly players Aslan with 76 points, KG with 36 points, Coop Alliance at 32 points here, Connor with 26, and OG Mayo from Paragon with 14 points.
Yeah, Aslan was really good in the hexagon levels yesterday. He was able to get two of them, and that's why he won 2 games back to back. In fact, three, I think, and that's why he was able to earn 60 points just like that. And because he qualified in a lot of the other rounds as well, he gets additional 16 for that. So he's way in the lead above everyone else at 76 points. KG over here, representing the Wardens, was also able to win a game and be a little more consistent in the other game. So he's at 36. And the scoreboard goes down all the way to zero as well. There are some people who have no points to their name at all. As of now, you can see the overall standings at the end of game six. There are additional 6 games today, and I want to see if Aslan can keep up his lead. But while Aslan is up there defending his crown, these are the people who are in severe need of points and they don't even have double digits.
I mean, Solly, Bakala, Sinjin we spoke to yesterday, Bakala we spoke to yesterday, both on 6 points. Uh, they need to buck up a little bit. I see Knox, Clive, big turns. At least they've got some points aboard. Chev, I think, needs to buck up a little bit. Chev needs to get some kind of points on the board, not get eliminated first every round. So I think he's put in some practice and come back for these final 6 games today.
Yep, and there's a total of 26 people, so plenty of people who don't have any points at all will also pop up on your screen. And like we said, the point system is distributed in a way where you get points every time you survive a few rounds. Um, 27 actually, I correct myself, my bad. 27 people in the competition, and many of them have no points at all, which means across all the 6 games, they were eliminated in the first round itself. Uh, and that's why there's so much of a difference with the people who win the games get 20 points. I hope at least people get to round 4 and round 5 so that there's a more even score distribution. For now, though, the first game of the day about to go live, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get the show on the road.
Yeah, the first game is live, and I'm seeing everyone's rushing. Let's see if they can rush towards the victory here. Everyone following. This is the funnel everyone has to think. Like, this is the first funnel which every individual in the game has to think. Here is where it becomes tough, right? Here is where the slime comes in. Here is where those balls are blasting in your face. You have to jump. See, you have to jump through the slime over here. You have to make sure that you get it correct. 17 get to qualify this round, Crips, and I hope I see 70 of them qualifying the first hurdle. Most of them have crossed, and I think it's the fan which will cause trouble. And okay,
Yeah.
I see Bakala over there. I had a glimpse of Dapper. Yeah, Dapper is here. He's jumping. He's taking a shortcut over there. Let's see what happens.
Ooh.
Soul right at the start. 2 of them qualified together, and I already see 3, 4 qualifying.
And the last few are about to make their jump now.
Yesterday.
Way,
Ooh,
way
that
better,
was-
right? Disturbing
9
gone.
qualified.
Just. Yeah, Disturbing gone
Lazarus
almost
is
made it
here.
too, but he fell off.
15 qualified, 16 qualified. Crips, I hope the first game, all 17 Ulti Cryptola's guy to qualify. And for the first time, we have 17 qualifying to the next round. I think these guys have put in some serious practice in this game.
Oh, definitely better than yesterday, man. Very few people qualified yesterday. Even though there's 17 spots up for grabs, only 8 or 9 of them would be consistently making it through. And then a lot of people did not even get to see the third round. Nobody even had the fourth or fifth round. So the max number of points that someone was able to get yesterday was 6. If it's that, if it's not that, then it's 20, right? It's either 6 points or 20 points. That's the max we saw. I hope today we get to see people who get 8 and 12 points as well in a single game, making it all the way through to the very last round, and we get longer, more competitive games.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting new maps already, right? This is something we didn't see yesterday because of the the less competitive nature of the lobby over here. But you see, everyone's crossing. This reminds me of the classic pinball where you are the ball, my friend. You guys don't have to get hit, and you will survive. And you have to make sure
Oh.
he has to grab a hold of that. He almost does. He fails. Connie Boy put in a little more effort over there. Soldier here, again, a good contender. We've seen him cross level 1 and really compete hard in level 2. He couldn't make it in level 2, hence, always with those 2 points. But there are some new. King Banter is back from the gangster community, and let's see how he does for his community. I think he's one person which I think is technically very sound in Fall Guys and has been doing well. Luck not on his side, and we see a glimpse of Aslan here also moving forward, trying to beat this line over there. What do you think?
Aslan, the current leader, he's gone for a different approach. Meanwhile, Dapper over here is trying to make his way across the laser and the pinball machines. Here comes the travelator part. This is where you can't afford to fall off. You may just lose a little bit of lead, that's okay, but at least don't get completely knocked off the map. And here they're approaching the high ground. Aslan once again in the lead, Dapper following close behind. Big Turns just about makes it across the rotating fans, and many of them will now have to go through the gauntlet of these laser machines, while some of the people have already bit the dust. Corniboy, the first to qualify. Soldierman Fame make it across as well. Ulti Crypto is just struggling to make it across. As he sees other people go ahead of him, he feels a little greedy, but maybe Mia will have their first points as well. Keep in mind that she has 0 points whatsoever. So if she makes it across, that will be the start of the journey over here. But the last few people have made it across. Big Turns and Ulti Crypto are the last ones to make it through. And this particular guy cannot. 12 make it across, JD. A way more competitive game than yesterday.
I mean, yeah, it's out of 17, only 5 got eliminated. We're seeing a round 3. And again, as I said, more and more as we progress further, we'll see these new maps, right? And we'll see these new games. And again, I think this is the party. So this is Pipe Dream X. You have to go across these air tunnel pipes and reach the end. I think again this will have like a 7 to 8 qualification threshold, and I hope most of them make it.
Yeah, I do see a seesaw kind of area towards the end of the level, and I think that's going to be a place where a lot of people will sabotage each other. But for now, they have bigger problems to deal with. Across the racing platforms, which kind of resemble punching boxes, and into the pipes they go. The first obstacle now coming through, and the second set of pipes in front of them.
I mean, I see a lot of support for KG in the chat. The wardens are being supported. If you are here to support your community, guys, do leave a like on the stream, to subscribe to the Seedworld channel, because this is just the start of the action. A lot of these more tournaments and IPs are going to be coming for you guys over here. In this particular game, I see again a lot of these guys are doing really well, much better than yesterday. I think the skill which we saw yesterday and the skill which we're seeing today are far apart.
Oh, but you got to be very careful on this one. The seesaw is where you need to rely on a couple of other players to make it across as well. King Bantar trusted the other people but fell off. Dapper King grabbing onto the rotating ledge, and Aslan tried to make it as well, but he decides not to be greedy. 3 of them grabbing it all at once. 5 people have made it through. Mia, no, let's go at the last second. This could have been the opportunity for her to get her first point on board, but doesn't make it across. Ulti Crypto, the last person to make it through. We are down to the final 6, and things are getting heated up over here.
I think it's time we're either going to Hexagon or we're going to the Ball Blast. Let's see what comes up, or will it be something new? So I think no, it's going to be Hexagon for the final 6 players.
Oh no, so is this like Hexagon but like way more difficult? It seems like it, doesn't it?
Something new. Let's see what happens over here. Okay, they're jumping. Okay, they are spots are disappearing. But oh, I think there's only one floor for them, Crips.
Oh, so this is like Hexagon but on steroids. This is just way harder. Ulti and KG Unlimited going across each other, trying to intercept, but he's run out of floor. Corniboy just gets his own little path over here, trying to move away from everyone else, but Dapper is here to bother him again. So he just turns around, completely avoids that person. Now coming across Aslan, and they just don't want to be stuck on an island of sorts.
I mean, if one gets hold of the other, you can pull them down. Everyone wants to win. Aslan right now is the king of hexagons, for us at least. He's been doing really well in this particular in hexagons. And let's see if he does well in the hexagon extraterrestrial.
Yeah, and he's running across sometimes 2 of these blocks at the same time in a bid to eliminate as many blocks as he can. So that's really creative. I believe that some of these blocks will come back online if you don't step on them for a while. I don't know, but there's quite a lot of gaps which seem to be covered again. So I guess it really is about either grabbing the other guy and throwing them into the pit while there's a gap available. And that's why Aslan he's trying to get 2 blocks at the same time, making sure there's as much damage as possible. He almost got Corniboy over there, but he diverts at the right time. New prey for him as he sets a new target. Multiple in front, and 2 of them are already down. Fame goes down as well. Down to the last 3 people available, and there's no floor left to stand on. Everybody falls down at once. Wait, what happened? So who wins over here? It's Corniboy. He takes the crown.
Yes, Corniboy here takes the crown. Aslan close second, and so on and so forth. But most of everyone who's not won gets similar points, right? And Corniboy here will go for that crown and will secure 20 points. And this will put him up again, closing in on the difference made by Arslan. Yes, and I told you it's going to be much more competitive play clips. You saw we went 4 rounds. Every time the the qualification threshold was met, and these players did an amazing job.
Yeah, we did not expect to see the fifth round anyway, but yesterday we were hoping that we at least get to round number four. Even that wasn't visible yesterday. So, because a lot of people made it across, we did not just see a lot more people competing, but whole new levels entirely. I mean, I'm seeing this extraterrestrial for the first time in my whole life, even though I played Fall Guys before. So, this is new to me and it's quite amazing. It's like Hexagon, but so much better. So I hope we get to see a little bit more of this later on as well. And of course, people like Aslan would have been really happy because they were dominant on Hexagon yesterday. So this Hexaterrestrial is right up their alley. Unfortunately, he can't get the win. So now we have a new contender. There's actually some rivalry that can go on. Someone finally who can beat Aslan in a Hexagonish level, he arrives.
I think we've got more than one contender, Crips, right? We've got Kwani Boy,
Yeah.
we've got KG. We also saw Nazareth, right? We saw Mia do good today. I think it was very, very unlucky that the jump was failed over there. But I
Hmm.
honestly think, right, the more we move forward, the 5 games which are left today, I think they're going to do well.
Definitely. I mean, this is just the start. And hey, at least you were able to make it a few rounds across. So 2 and 4 is still way, way, way better than 0. You can't keep sitting down there all the time. And I hope that this kind of consistency continues. Of course, there's still going to be quite a massive gap between the people who get the crown and the people who just make it to round number 4. It's 8 points and 20 points respectively. So there's still a massive gap to bridge. At least we are getting to see more levels, so it's already much better.
I mean, how points work here is that your points do get stacked, right? So
Yeah,
the more rounds you clear, the more stacking happens. Only the crown is which gives you 20.
yeah.
So by battle royale mathematics, we might have 4 different winners in 6 games. That would give 20
Hmm.
points to 4 different people, putting them up
Yeah.
across. Now, what I want to see today is Aslan going to win any of the games, right? Because that's the
Hmm.
only thing which can help him maintain his lead. Because if he's not winning games, everyone will be catching up to him.
Exactly. Now, because he has such a big buffer, even if he doesn't win the games, I hope if by consistently making it to round 4 or round 5, getting those 8 pointers or 12 pointer games, if Aslan can do that, even that should be enough. Only because he has like a 70-point buffer right now. Had this buffer been a little smaller, then he needs those crowns. I think it's going to be quite hard for people on like the second page of the scoreboard to catch up. Anyone who is still sitting on single digits probably doesn't have a chance to catch up to Aslan, but people like OJ Mayo, people like Connor, all of them who have some points to their name, at least they have 2 digits in those numbers. I think those guys have a real chance of making it a threat to him. And let's say if someone just grabs Aslan and throws him off the map in the first round itself, sabotages him, that's a massive deal breaker.
Probably. I mean, there are a lot of calculations which need to be
Hmm.
done, right, Grips? And in a way, where I see it today is going to be more difficult in terms of point system, because we saw that only one round was played out yesterday, and then we had the
Yeah,
final hexagon. That just
yeah,
either 22 or 2. So let's go ahead and
yeah.
see the points table and the results of this particular game, because people might have earned a lot more points than yesterday. See, yeah, I was right. 12 points are already being earned by people who are coming, in the top 5 at least. Connor gets 30 points over here, right? And uh, Xbox is the Xbox is the community he represents. So I mean, they might be happier. We've Aslan, Ojimio, Zaf, RT all at the top with 12 points. KG from the Wardens at 8. Banter, Solly, Knox, and Befar at 6 each.
The difference being bridged by far much better than yesterday, but I'm really concerned about Solly and Knox. You could see that they had the right idea in their minds, but the pipe sections were easy for them. It's the grabbing part, the grabbing onto the ledge bar, that's where they are struggling. Let's take a look at the next set of players and see where they stand. There's still quite a lot of zeros on the board. However, Big Turns makes quite a lot of progress. Mia getting 6 points. That's way better. She was at 0 at this point, and now finally getting some points to their name. Norbert with only 2. So this could be detrimental to him. Norbert is kind of in the top 5 right now, so he needs to maintain his standings and just watch out for all the people who are gunning for his spot.
I mean, with Kang, Franco, Sinjin, Coop, and Clive, I think a little bit of more effort from there, and I think will also help them pull up. We see that players are getting 12 points each game, so a good number of points on the scoreboard in total, and well, I think we are ready for the next game, Crips, and any predictions for this?
My prediction is that Nazarus is going to be like he's just going to be present till all the way to the end. I have a feeling that he's done really well yesterday and today, because everyone else is also able to keep up with him. He will be able to target out single players, because there is going to be more competition around him. There's going to be more distractions. We start with a similar game mode to begin with. However, I hope we get to see new variations as we progress.
I mean, as I said, till the funnel below, everyone has a very, very similar path, similar speed here. Everyone has to do it to go there, and the tough part begins when they have to jump across these boards, and right ahead of this is the balls which blocks you in the face, and there comes this line, Crips, and it's getting tougher and tougher for everyone. But oh, I'm seeing Mia here trying to battle across, and I think this is the fight for who gets into the top 18 and qualifies for the next round.
So some of them will not be able to make it across that massive gap. So they fall back, and this is where you end up wasting a lot more time. You just get stuck in this loop. For the others, this obstacle is the next one. Quite a lot of people struggle with grabbing the ledge, but Connor and Fred obviously have caught up. So they move across to the third set of pipes, and right across the finish line, Fred, KG, Ratislav, they all qualify. King Banta falls off, however. So that's an opportunity missed. 10 of them across. No. Big Turns also misses the ledge, so he's going to have to take the long cut, and he's just hoping that there are a couple more spots left by the time he makes it across. He doesn't have to worry about too much right now, as there's nobody else to contest him, no more body blocks possible, so he also tosses himself across the abyss, and Vito Dorito is also successful. One last spot left. Can Mia make it across? No, I think she's just going to run out of time. Once again, you almost had it, but the timer cuts you short, and only 17 make it across. 2 spots unutilized. There was a possibility of 19 qualifying.
I mean, they ran out of the time. It was a little slow. I think they got stuck in that loop of forever. And Hoverboard Heroes, I think this is again something new which we are seeing.
And here we go. This is the new one. I think over here the priority would be to survive more than get ahead in the race, because there's a lot more gaps and I don't see any opportunities of getting stuck in loops. This time you'll just go completely out. So being patient as they dodge the lines, and this is going to be quite a big chokehold. I hope nobody gets grabbed and tossed around over here, as several people still failing to make their spot across the last beam. Look at them all huddled up, all stuck together. Oh no, and now they start to fall off. Survival being the key over here. KG down, Big Turns, Ratislav, all of them falling off. The floor is shaking, there's wind blowing you across, and now the next section of the level opens up. You gotta be careful of the pinball machines. If not, if you don't want to take that risk, then you have to make it across the sideways travelators. There's people trying to grab onto ledges, but man, you can't grab onto that. You gotta jump over it. You gotta be careful about it. So objective mistakes being misinterpreted over here.
I mean, it's tough. Right? I saw a whole bunch of people get eliminated by just one push right there. Fam here seems to know what he's doing. I see Aslan right there with him. This guy, very, very difficult to defeat. Nazareth is here to think a couple of them have made. Again, I see 5 on the board here. Will all these 5 players qualify? Nox is someone who's already eliminated. The fan comes. I think a few of them have crossed
Oh
and are
no!
trying to qualify. And no, Playground Fred, last person, couldn't get it done for him and his community. 4 people remain, and I think we're going to go into the final round clips.
Oh yeah, this could have been a 5-man final round, but we are down to the last 4 players and it's jump showdown. You gotta avoid the 2 massive barrels, plus there's fans who will throw you off your footing, so gotta watch out for all the obstacles.
Yeah, I mean, this one seems tough, and you have to. It's a game of not really good. Um, I mean, not hopping a lot, but basic techniques in calm and composure. Just keeping your calm. Adjusting to the different speeds at different times. And you see your 3 rotations. You have to take care of your over here. You have to take care of the floor. You have to take care of
Uh-oh.
the 2. Ooh, did someone get 2 of them? Got eliminated with their clips.
Yeah, 2 of them down. It's down to a 1v1. Nazareth and Fam. I did predict that Nazareth might make it across, but he's stuck in the wind seam and he just about gets out of that trap. Avoids the lower bar. Same goes with Fam. Imagine if Fam gets eliminated to the fan. That would be kind of poetic and rhetoric. But they are seeming to do well. But they're stuck on this little tiny platform now. All the other beams have fallen off. It's just 2 little strips, a blue and a yellow piece of floor remaining. And the floor is shrinking by the second. Both of them seem to be doing well so far, but it only takes 1 mistake, which might just be forced by the fan, and Nazareth gets knocked by the wind stream. We have a winner, ladies and gentlemen. Great show by Fam over here as he is able to get the crown. I did predict Nazareth would win this, but I was just a tiny bit short. He comes all the way to the last round, but gets thrown off by the big rotating fan. And that is the second game, ladies and gentlemen. 2 very new winners over here as people are struggling to understand the objectives in certain cases. You know what I found the most funny thing to be? When people were trying to grab onto that moving ledge in the previous game, but you can't grab it, you just had to avoid it. So a lot of people didn't understand what happened.
Yeah, I mean, it was an interesting game, right? We got to see something new and unique clips at the end. Like, I want to see these more and, these final rounds become more and more interesting. And that's it. We're done with 2 games already. Only 4 games remain, and that decides the fate of the founders who will take their share of the SWORLD tokens for their communities. You ask me, what is this SWORLD? Tokens, they are the tokens for the seed world. Seed world is not just a digital playground, my friends. It's a universe being created just for you guys, where users can create, share, and play games, experiencing a lifelike economy, right? It's not a platform. It's not a website. It's an immersive experience where you get in and you get to do everything you do in real life. And best part, it's got a brilliant monetization built in, right? And how was this made? What was done with it? And all the behind the scenes. Let's see a short video about that.
Quentin Gabriel, the art director of Seedworld, and I am glad today to present you the behind the scenes of the character design. As the art director for this project, I embarked on a journey to craft a world where inspirations from different cultures A sense of adventure, expressivity, and strong storytelling converge to bring our characters to life. Our unique fusion of fantasy, steampunk and cyberpunk style and genre sets the stage for a truly immersive gaming experience. Whether it's the intricate patterns on an armor, the ornament on a sword hilt, or the tribal markings on a character face, each details tell a story and create a tapestry of cultural diversity within our game. I drew inspirations from an array of diverse cultures across the globe. Seedworld is a universe that transcends boundaries, and our characters reflect this beautifully. We immerse ourselves in the rich traditions, folklore, and aesthetics of various cultures, blending them with an adventurous spirit that adds depth to our characters.
Hi, I'm Tony, lead concept artist at Cityfy. As a lead concept artist, my goal is to meet the game's aesthetics benchmark established by the art director, setting the visual tone, mood, and style that captivates players. My role encompasses various crucial responsibilities. One of my primary tasks is to craft the visual identity of in-game characters, breathing life into their appearance, costumes, and expressions. In Seedworld, characters like Ruby, Jax, or Sura are not just inhabitants of Seedworld, but iconic figures that are recognized by their unique designs. Their costumes and weapons are extensions of the characters and integral to the gameplay. As a lead concept artist, I contribute to the design of these elements, ensuring they are both aesthetically pleasing and functionally sound. I try to represent these characteristics not only in my own designs, also helping the artists in my team achieve the visual aesthetics we are aiming for via feedback and paint overs if necessary.
Hi, I'm Miro, Senior Concept Artist at Cityfy. As Senior Concept Artist, the most important task of my job is the exploration of rough ideas and bringing them into life after the sketch process. Usually I start the whole process of finding really good real-life references that can bring up all the ideas to the table. When I start sketching, I usually work with full black silhouettes, but sometimes I prefer to do a line art. To summarize it, sketching is probably the most important step from the whole process. After the art directors pick the most interesting sketches and ideas, we as artists usually start on seeking the right colors. That will simply shape up the good design and will give us the best direction for the final piece of art. Rendering of the design is the final process of creating finished artwork. That part is important of showing us how materials and textures work, which is really helpful for the 3D team.
Hi there, I'm Eric, the lead 3D character artist at Seedworld. Our first step is called blocking, which is like building a skeleton for our character. This skeleton helps the character move correctly and makes it easier for our rigger to set up the bones in the right places. It's the character's basic outline. And then the second step is called sculpting. We use ZBrush for sculpting. Imagine this like shaping a sculpture out of a clay. We add all the cool details like muscles, winkles, and clothing folds. After that, we start with making the texturing and UV mapping. We give our characters a skin and paint on its colors, patterns, and textures. The step makes our character colorful and real. It uses rich and vibrant colors palettes with a wide range of hues. Use bold and contrasting colors to create a visual interest. I also need to make sure to add small details like scratches, dirt, or imperfections to give the textures a sense of realism. Step 4, we bring our 3D characters into Unreal Engine, which is the heart of our game. Here we work on making the shader. The shader is like the character's skin beneath the surface. It defines how light interacts with the character, giving it that realistic glow, and determining how materials like metal, fabric, and skin react to the light and the movement. With Unreal's powerful shader editor, we can create stunning visual effects and make our character come to life in the world. It's a fun mix of art and tech. So excited to show you the characters we created with this process in our game. Thanks.
Oh my Crips, that is some intense work right there. I mean, just so much information right there on how how characters are built and what the work that goes behind that. And I think is this the new round which is already ready? Uh, it's going to be fun, Crips.
Yeah, you just saw how much effort the people at Cedify put into creating their game, and all of this just creates an immersive experience which makes SeedWorld a really fun thing and a really fun place to be at. And one of the other things that we do here is not just play about Cedify, but we also do other games like Fall Guys, and we have a lot of people participating over here. So let's begin. This time the game begins with the Lily jump pads, and all of them have to make their way to the top. Meanwhile, they also have to dodge certain beams like these rotating bars, which will only slow them down if they fall into the water. It's not like you're eliminated, but there was only 18 spots up for grabs, so you need to be the ones to make it
You
across
need
the
to be
finish
the
line at the
fastest
beginning.
to reach, yes. Yes, you have
Yeah.
to be the guy who reaches the fastest to the finish line, and that's when you can go across. And it's usually tough. I see. Okay, Bakala over there has been eliminated. King Banter eliminated. Rohit Bakal eliminated right there. Captain Pefo gets eliminated. A lot of these guys have qualified. 6 of them have already qualified, and Crips, jumping never made easy, right?
Yeah, it's so amusing to watch this poor guy struggle. And this kind of tells you why Fall Guys is way harder than it seems. There's a lot of momentum that you have to build up in these jumps, and you gotta change your direction mid-air, which is incredibly difficult. 10 have made it across, and now you need to make sure that you land on these moving platforms. I mean, landing on a stationary platform is as hard as it is, and this just adds an extra layer of difficulty to it.
It is tough. It is tough, and this level right here is over. Most of these guys have now been eliminated. I think we saw a total of 12, 10 being qualified. So there will be a round 2, and then there'll be a round 3, if I'm not wrong. Oh, are we going to hexagons already?
Already? Yo! Wait, what? This is a twist? I really thought that with 10 people qualifying, at least we would see 2 rounds, maybe even 3, but nope. Just 1 round and then straight to the finals. Here we go, back at Hexagon again, and Nazareth and Aslan will be very happy that they come here because these are 2 levels that they excel on. You can already see them chewing up so much space, so many hexagons just disappearing at full speed. Nobody's trying to make them last, except for maybe Disturbing Gone. He's the only person who's trying to maintain high ground. Meanwhile, there's others who are just wiping the floor away as quickly as possible, being more aggressive than normal.
I mean, Hexagon with 10 people is just mad, right? You've got so many people running across. The floor is getting wiped faster than ever. It's much more competitive than only 2 or 3 people, right? And I see people are already on the second last floor, and the purple is what they are going for. The yellow is already, the top yellow is already gone. The blue is already done. Purple halfway there. I think this is what it really comes down to, right? You have to
Definitely
be the one which survives, and right now with only 3 more games remaining after this, it becomes that much more crucial for them to accumulate those points.
Aslan once again trying to go for survival rather than making more aggressive moves, and they are down to the last level rather. He's trying to cut Nazareth's path, but he might just end up getting betrayed in the process. Nobody trying to make it last. Everyone's just running and sprinting at full speed, trying to create islands for themselves where they can separate themselves from the rest of the gang and just keep jumping just for themselves. Aslan and KG out of this game. Nazareth down to the last few blocks around him. Meanwhile, Arland and Dragon, they are trying to compete for the last spot. Fame and Nazareth go down, and it's all up to Arland. He was trying to create a mini island for himself where nobody would be able to disturb him, but Sojin makes it onto his island at the very last second, and he diverts himself away from the crowd, getting that crown. Crucial decision making in the last few seconds.
I mean, Ireland. I think he did the smart thing. He secluded himself off the rest. What it is, he cleared the perimeter across the last floor, right? And he cleared two blocks, so no one could jump across towards his side. And all he had to do was then jump and wait on each of the block. Gain as much as much as time as possible. And I think that is when. I think that's where he won, right? And Aslan getting out over there. I think Aslan tried to cut through Nazareth's way over there, in which I think both of them got
Yeah,
knocked down. So
yeah,
sabotaging didn't help anybody here, right? You tried
yeah.
to sabotage and you just got knocked out. But again, Crips, what a fun
I
game,
love
right?
it when it backfires. I love it when things backfire on you. Your attempts to try and get somebody else eliminated will result in your doom as well. And that's why I liked his approach. He just built an island for himself. Although I do have to say, not everyone will have the luxury of doing that every time. I mean, there's still a possibility that someone can fall from the outer edge and still land on your island. And now there's very few spots both of you are going to still die, and that's exactly why this kind of a game, it doesn't just depend on your performance, you also have to make sure nobody else griefs you.
I mean, fun game, right? Crips, but let's look at it this way: three games are done already, three
Hmm.
games remaining. So the next three games become that much more important. And you see everyone's in the lobby right now. I see Valdebart, Crypto, Connie Boy, Dapper Kinator, Adeline, Vito Dorito, uh, Rastislav Bakala, Mia Streams, Baby Driver Soli, all of them in the lobby, and I think they're having a lot of fun there.
Yeah,
I think practice has been key. I even heard one of the team members at the back end say, we will host a bunch of more. Just for fun, because they're enjoying so much. This game is so much fun, right? That everyone wants to just keep playing more and more, right? And
yeah.
when we talk about playing more and more, who's providing a similar experience? It's Seedworld,
See,
right?
yeah.
Seedworld is bringing to you an experience which, in where the best part, right? Even when you saw the trailer, you saw the characters, is you can be whoever you want, right? You can choose your own storyline. You can choose your own life. You can, it gives you a chance not just to be a gamer but also a creator, where you're creating your own say movie, right? You're creating your own drama. You're creating your own I mean, if you're a creator, you could just create episodes of your life, right? And what was it you were saying yesterday? You could be a car salesman or a plumber or an elf or a dwarf or probably a magician. So I think this kind of virtual environment is, if I were younger, right, I'd deep dive into it, but I think I still can, right? And well, moving forward, Crips, what do you think? What kind of scores are we going to see after game three?
I think that we will have new contenders, especially from the third to eighth position. And sure, we already know who won the crown, so that's gonna impact overall standings, which we'll look at later. For now, we will have the scoreboard of the current game up shortly. But because we went to the second round directly, uh, the scores are just equal for everyone, right? Except for maybe Norbert, everyone else makes the same amount of progress. So people like Aslan, who were in the lead previously, have lost that one opportunity now to extend their lead. Everyone else is going to be on the same level except for Norbert, and that is making sure that even though the top two people, maybe even the top three people in the overall standings are way ahead of everyone else, the scoreboard remains the same for everyone in the fifth to eighth spot. This will make it more intense in the games to come.
I mean, yeah, they've got 2 points, so for them to really buckle up, like 50% of the games for today are done, so they'll have to grind that much more after. They'll have to actually make sure that most of them qualify so that they can maximize the number of rounds to get the maximum number of points, right? And it's good to see Coop, Ojime, KG, Aslan get some points off this, but I think these are only consolation points. Norbert is the real winner. He's put himself up there. I don't really know what points before that, but again, this is the race. You have to be in the top three to get something. There are a total of $70,000 worth of SWORLD at stake, and that's what these guys are playing for, Grips.
Yeah, and if I'm not wrong, Norbert was in the top 5 already. So hopefully he should be in the top 3 as well now, maybe climbing a few positions over here. I believe the person who had the second highest amount of points was somewhere in the
Hmm.
30s. So if he farms 20 points with just this game alone, he should be at the 40s or hopefully even the 50-point mark over here. Of course, I'm not the greatest at math, so we will have to wait for the overall scorecard as well later on. This is just me making a prediction for now. I do believe that Connor has been dethroned from the second spot. Again, if I'm not wrong, if I am wrong, then please forgive me. We will wait for the actual scorecard to show up. I'm just speculating at this point, and I'm just trying to form what kind of rivalries, what kind of storylines we'll get to see going forward in the tournament.
I mean, one storyline which we already see, even if the scorecard doesn't say so, right? Uh, the
Hmm?
three people I see competing the highest is A, Connie Boy, B, I see Nazareth. There a lot up there in the end with Aslan giving him a tough competition, and I see Aslan, right? So these three, and then somewhere middle line there's KG spicing things up, right? So these couple, four people right now coming together and the most, lasting the longest in Fall Guys, and even if they don't get the points, but they go the furthest, right? So kudos to all of them. Waiting for this next game to begin. I think this game is going to give us a clear direction to where the top of this tournament is heading towards, and a lot will be clear. Uh, Again, my only prayer before this game is I want to see 3 rounds. I want to see 4 rounds, right? And
Same, same.
I hope. I hope there's no Hopper, right? Clearly, Hopper doesn't work well for everyone here, and I'm personally not a fan of watching Hopper that much as well. So I just hope we get those tunnels back again. Those you know or the first one which we got where there were those puzzles, the candy puzzles which were there. So I
Yeah,
think
yeah, yeah.
we got that.
Yeah, nice. Big fans X. I kind of like this one. Pretty individualistic map. There's barely any choke points where you have to rely on someone else. Pipe Dreams X has this seesaw stage at the end where you kind of have to rely on other people, so that can be difficult. But we have 2 eliminations at the first obstacle itself. Shupin and Varun out, and that will leave plenty of more people in the running. 17 spots up for grabs, so it's gonna be up to patience over here. People are using this narrow corridor and at least being very thorough and very gentlemanly about it. There's not a lot of pushing and shoving, so clean game, surprisingly. Oh no, Nazareth can't make it across. He landed on the platform, but he slipped off the edge.
Again, the easy hack is walk through the center directly, and you don't really need to jump across. This is where it gets tough. You have to clear the rotor's way, and yes, that was a nice jump, and Connie Boy gets it across. I think I don't know who's at the lead right now, but I think even I see the last game's winner Ireland, Norbert, right over there doing really, really well for him in his community. We have KG right here, and he's got a lot of fans. We have Aslan right here. So all the top contenders on your screen, guys, are doing really, really well in this round. 3 have already qualified. 4 more to go. Will Aslan make it? No, he gets eliminated. Ireland and the others. KG also makes it qualified. We've 6 qualified already. I see 2 more walking up ahead. So will that be a total of 8 qualified? And to end this, Dapper King is waiting. He's like, I will wait for my dear friend to come.
Uh-oh.
But no, I think he gets eliminated. Dapper decides to just go and qualify himself.
Yeah, Dapper was just waiting for Nox to make it across, and Of course, with so many people falling off, you don't really need to worry about racing and worry about speed. You just need to mind your own business, which unfortunately a lot of people couldn't. And we have a repeat of the previous game. We are going to Hexagon in the second round itself. So this basically means there's going to be yet another challenge where the score disparity is massive. However, some of the favorites have been knocked out. Nazareth not playing, Aslan not playing. I want to see what a game of Hexagon looks like without Aslan, because that guy has both aggressive as well as defensive strategies down to the T. So a lot of people might just have an easier time over here. Disturbing gone, unfortunately, down to the blue level already, skips the entire first floor because someone left a gap in the place where he was supposed to land. So he will return the favor. He will find out who that person is and try to make them fall. Sojin coming from the other direction forces everyone to scramble for cover, and as they land on the last few blocks, it's down to the purples. Almost everybody present on this level except for, I believe that's gonna be Ulti. He's down to yellow. Oh, two more people just join him as I say that.
I mean, second last floor, most of the players right here, all 7 of them on the yellow floor, the blue floor of death. No, they have purple.
No, there's plenty of
right
that
now.
behind, plenty of them on the lead, don't worry.
Purple. I thought they ate up everything way too fast, and I think, oh, there are people, yeah, they are going down. So Ireland has decided that he'd empty out the floor below while everyone struggles on the floor above. And, you know, while this strategy works really well, is to make sure that you create a gap enough for yourself to survive on just those hops, right? You seclude yourself in an island, like see he's doing right now. He secluded himself in an island in a corner from one side at least, and he's trying to make it to the other. But there are people here, they've caught up to his strategy. They are trying to sabotage. He's trying to spend more time. He's done a good job. Everyone's fallen down here, and Hexagon's Ireland has come with a strategy of himself to win.
KG tried to hijack his island, you know?
Yeah, but KG fell down, and KG's fallen down once more. He's in the last floor, right? 2 have been already eliminated. 5 more eliminations to go, and a lot of these people right now at the blue floor of death. And okay, it's a fight. Ultimatum falls down. Is Connie going to disrupt his flow right here? Is Connie going to eliminate 2 other people? There goes the jump. They make the jump. He makes it again. Trips, I mean.
So many on the same spot. At least Ulti gets an island for himself, but everybody else forced to go the other way. Bantar, this might just be his first crown, first possibility, but he has an uninvited guest in form of KG, and he's just trying to cut his path off. So they try to diverge, but there's very little area left. People starting to fall off. Finally, be Disturbing gone out of this. Arland and Bantar will come across each other, so Bantar switches his pathing. KG falls off to the ground, and Arland, that's an unforced error. Unfortunately, he almost had this game in the bag, but Panther secludes himself yet again, and this is his first crown. We have new people who will shoot up into the top 5 now.
I mean, it was. I mean, I told you, right? Banter had good technique. I saw glimpses of his wonderful gameplay since yesterday, Crips, and I think that's what he did correct this particular game, as well as he kept. He had the right movement, right? He slowed down when he required. He used the jump on a single block and delay time strategy, while the others were just running around and trying to sabotage the other.
Yeah, it's all about either trying to make yourself win and being like a being a self-sustained island for yourself. It's almost like trying to create an island for yourself in Seedworld itself. You manage your resources, you just merge them together, and you create a life of your own. So King Banter tried doing that in Fall Guys as well. He tried using the Seedworld logic in Fall Guys, creating a space for himself. Unfortunately, he doesn't realize that you have uninvited guests, you have people who will try to invade your spot, and he had to repel away the invaders. Disturbing God tried to do the same, but he failed. But King Ireland also failed. I think part of the reason why he was able to win, Banter was able to win, is because he knew when to jump ship, he knew when to abandon that place and start a new life for himself. You can always hit the reset button once more. So yeah, it's all about coming up with that creativity. And speaking of creativity, there's plenty of stuff that you can do in Seed World as well, and only your creativity is the real limit in this game for you. And I'm not exaggerating. And just to prove it, you can have a look at this gameplay footage from the game itself.
Staring at the moon, it's coming, illumination. I know better than to think that this time's different. Every time the full moon comes around, the change in the night as your secrets come alive. What's left of you doesn't want to be found. Your shadows dancing in a new disguise. Oh, if only we could outrun this heavy burden. But it finds us every time we try to hide out. We keep fighting to defeat it, but it's too forceful. Like a lightning bomb, it moves us, taking over. I see it knocking, knocking on our door. You hear it calling, calling out for more. Nothing I say or do is helping you control it. You feel it coming, coming back for more. Every time the full moon comes around, a change in the night as your secrets come alive. What's left of you doesn't want to be found. Your shadows dancing in a new disguise. I feel you slip away, and I can make you stay. Full moon rules the night. Your presence starts to fade, and something that could fade. Full moon rules the night.
Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Seedworld Presents Founders Cup. Is it just me, or was that very soothing to watch? That video when they were just creating the cute little pathway, creating these little villages. I don't know, man. I kind of was just looking at it, and I didn't even realize how like 5, 10 minutes passed away. Like just so soothing to watch. It's very, very relaxing, very therapeutic. Although even though it's therapeutic to watch it, I don't think I have the amount of patience to go in as much detail as that person was going. So it really just kind of tells you that creativity is absolutely the bare minimum to be there in Seed World, because that guy clearly had some artistic talent, clearly has something, he knows something about architecture, so that's why he's able to make such grand elaborate pieces. I probably wouldn't be able to make it that well, but again, that's just a skill issue, man. The point over here is you can make and be whatever you want in Seed World, and that looks really, really engaging, that gameplay video.
I mean, well, when I kept saying, right, it's a creator's paradise. I really meant it, Tips. It's
Yeah.
and when we say you can be anything you want, we did mean it, right? And you could build your own apartment, you could build your island, you could probably build your own shop, for that matter. You could become a merchant and you could sell things over there. It's all in your particular creativity. I know Crips wouldn't do much, right? If he'd see a gun, he'd just pick up and shoot, because that's all he knows and
Yeah.
that's all he does. But for everyone else out there, you saw how wonderful this the gameplay was, how the options, right? uh, the endless creativity you can apply, and and not in the traditional way, right? This goes beyond that, and you guys can actually deep dive in what you guys want to do, and that's what Seed World is all about. But let's get back to the Seed World's Founder Cup, Crips. We have seen four beautiful games till now. Let's have a look at the points these guys have accumulated in the last game.
These are the results for match number 4. King Banter able to win Hexagon, so he gains 22 points for himself. Almost everybody else with either 2 points or none at all. This was a rather uncharacteristic game for some people like Aslan, who have been the kings of Hexagon, but this time they don't even make it into the game. And that's why a lot of other people had an easier time, rather, because the number one player was knocked out early on. This gives Banter a chance to rise up. I'm not sure if this would be enough to propel him into the top 5, but we'll take a look at the overall scoreboard later on as well. For now, we have KG with 2 points, OJ Mayo, Ember, Coop, Norbert, Connor, and Ulti with 2 points each. Everybody else with 0. So again, this is going to be yet another game where it doesn't impact the overall scoreboard much. With just 2 points, people don't move up and down all that great. But Connor is soaring way ahead of everyone else. 62 points for him, and he jumps up to the number one spot. Sorry, the number 2 spot rather. Excuse me. He's overtaken KG.
Yeah, I mean, Aslan here, 96 points, Forgotten Playland community. I think these guys will be rooting for him to, last two games remaining. And if Connor needs to beat uh, Aslan over, right, Connor has to get those two more crowns for himself. And that's the only way he can beat Aslan. KG again has to qualify for every round and get two more crowns to cover up, for so now someone to beat Aslan, like, right, they would need to come up and win both the grounds. But there's tougher competition on who's going to be within the top three, right, guys? And there's 52 Zaf with 52 representing Saku Monsters, and KG it's only 54. So it's going to be a little tough over there for them. And we see, okay, all the points accumulated till now. We saw the top five players, who from Worldlands with 38, right? Now, everyone who wants to jump to the top, they will either need to win a crown back to back, or Aslan's winning this whole thing, right? And I like the fact that everyone's closing in on the 50 mark. It gives me, it makes me happy to see this competition between founders being so intense. And I'm glad Banter got himself up to top 10. I've been rooting for this guy since yesterday. And Norbert also performing extremely well today. Uh, let's see. I mean, Crips, these are your contenders, right? I told you after match number 4,
Hmm.
uh, we'll have a clear picture of who might or might not win, and the competition between Aston Corner KG.
Yeah, it's down to those 3 people for the podium. Everyone else just fighting for consolation spots over here. We are having an intense battle to get into the top 10. For now, it's Solly gatekeeping the number 11 spot with 18 points. Ulti and Nox close behind him with 16 and 14 respectively. Ratislav Bakala has made quite a lot of progress. He was in single digits before this. At least he's above the 10-point mark now, so that kind of propels him into the 14th spot. Big Turns, Befar, Clive Bennett all of them touching double digits again. At least Befar had a little bit of consistency previously as well, so that's catching up to them right now. Sinjin, however, hasn't made any progress today. So he continues to stay stranded at the 6 point mark, the same as his performance yesterday. Mia, however, has surged up ahead.
Yes, we saw those sparks from Mia. I particularly remember her falling down in the first game itself. But Vito, Matthew, Momo has a couple of followers in chat also. I think the Coco Tea community is here supporting this particular tournament and everyone in CDFI itself. Uh, from Peterbots, Moku, and Dew communities, I think there's 0 points. Uh, I'd like to see them, at least qualify in the next game to get some points on the board.
Yeah, these last few games have been slightly lackluster with only 2 rounds being played. We start with the first one and go straight to Hexagon. I was hoping that we will get to see more rounds and get to see people with 12-pointer matches as well. We haven't seen a single 12-pointer game because nobody has made it to round number 5. I hope this will be the game that changes everything. Uh, a new game mode, Speed Slider. I don't think we've seen this one as an opener before, so this should be quite interesting as it's fresh, brand new. 27 players to start with, and only 18 will qualify, and off they go sliding down the hill. Oh, I really thought somebody would get airtime over there, but they slowed down.
Yes, so the one thing about Speed Slider is that you really can't get eliminated till you either make a huge mistake. It's more of a race over here, right? And the goal is to win the race, and you get a little more boost when you reach. You gain airtime from these particular. What you call the fans, right? The fans give you a little more airtime over there. So it's very, very
So it's
tough for
about
you to
building
get
momentum,
eliminated.
right?
Yeah, it's about building
Yeah.
momentum and going the fastest.
Can you skip certain areas of the map? Like, let's say if you just fall down from here onto the next tube, can you skip to it?
Yes, you can.
Oh, damn. Then you can, like, Mario Kart logic this, right? You can, like, skip
Yes,
entire sections of the
yes.
map and get into the top. Well, this poor guy who we were spectating was not able to gather any momentum. As you could see, he was slowing down a lot on those uphill curves, and that's why he can't make it. But 18 have qualified, and since the complete criteria of qualification was met, we will guaranteed see 3 rounds minimum. That is hoping, obviously, we get to round number 4 and 5 as well. We are hoping that everybody meets the qualification criteria and it's as competitive as possible. And it seems like the next challenge has been chosen for us as well. And it's going to be none other than Slime Climb. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you can get eliminated in this one, right? So it's not just about a race, it's about a survival
Yes.
as well. All right,
Yes,
so
you
this is going to
have
be much
to
harder.
survive through all the obstacles here. There are a bunch of them. Some push you back, some try to eliminate you, some try to box you out, right? So there are
Oh, no.
multiple obstacles which can push you out. Especially you see those small boxers right there. They just push you out.
Yeah, so you need to be really careful about them. Especially when there's so many people next to you, you can't afford to have just so much crowding and clustering. Oh, and look at Baby Driver Solly. He's using the boxes to climb up and get the elevation, skip ahead of a couple of people. Aslan once again in the lead, followed closely by Connie and Arland. And as the top 3 make their spot ahead, we have a couple people completely skipping levels like Vito. The fans really propelling big turns forward, but no, he falls back down. So you gotta be careful about which shortcuts you choose. Nox Cyrus losing plenty of lead, losing plenty of positions as some of the people have made it to the last possible stage. And there's gonna be a massive hammer over here, so you gotta be careful about that as well. Can you use that hammer to maybe generate some momentum?
You can, but if you don't, you're not able to control it. You're off the map, right? And you
Oh,
fall
yeah,
down.
so it's
You
very
see
risky.
Aslan, and something like this. See, you lose momentum and you fall down the wrong places, right? And that's the problem. By Baby Driver Solly here, I really dig his costume right over there. I think it's scary.
Squidward.
It reminds me of Halloween. But Dapper King is trying to go to Aslan's made
Oh,
it
no.
already qualified, right? and let's see if these guys can do it. There's of course a timer.
No!
What they're not being able to realize is there is this place, this blue place where you can walk, buddy. You can walk across the blue line. You don't have to go to the red spot. He's still observing. Yeah, exactly. That's how it's done. And a lot of the guys are going ahead and no.
Oh, Real Bono was not having a good time. And he gets destroyed. He gets eliminated. Disturbing gone. Last few spots up for grabs. He tries to make it across the slime. Gotta watch your footing. And gotta watch for the expanding balls. And he's the last one to qualify. Just makes it across in the nick of time. Not bad. 12 people still make it across. Vito, Nazarus, Connie Boy, Erixis, all of these people are doing quite well. And if I'm not wrong, this is the first time Nox Erixis has made it to the 3rd level. So guaranteed 4 points for that person. And I hope that we get a lot of qualifications through pre-top tumble as well. Oh boy, this one looks so difficult. I mean, sure, not that risky because there's a chance that you can just fall down and continue to walk across the water, although you'll just lose a lot of speed in that process.
I mean, yeah, but it's a safer way to go, right? And with
Yeah.
9 qualifications up for grabs, only 3 eliminations, you might feel a little more secure going from the water. But here, Dapikinator choosing the tougher route, and he's walking like a champion there, letting the froggy defloat himself over there. And this guy knows what he. No! Ooh, as soon as I said he knows what he's doing, he almost got eliminated out there.
Yeah, but he maintains his footing. Dapper finally down to the lower levels, and no, the riskier approach gets him eliminated regardless. Now Dapper coming to face with reality, coming to realize that maybe he should have just stuck to the ground floor, and that would have been better. At least he wouldn't be eliminated. KG making across the slide. Arlen right ahead of him.
There was a little bit of caster's curse right there. I think I put on him. I said he was doing really well, and that's when he
Yeah.
up, right? But a bunch of people have qualified over here, so we'll see like 4 or 5 of these guys go to Hexagon, and we're moving. If 6 of them qualify to Hexagon, it's gonna be fun. Aslan.
Not bad.
Do we have Connie? No, Cosney is not there. KG is there. So Connie's hope of crossing Aslan over there goes down the drains right now. So we have KG in competition. He was, I think, on the 3rd spot, if I'm not wrong. And well, Crips, I mean, the story is building itself. We've only one more game to go.
One more game to go, and 5 of them over here have to just stand their ground for as long as possible. Nazarus gearing up and just clustering up with Vito as well as KG. Meanwhile, Ulti finds his own little partner on the other side, and Disturbing Dawn has been tossed off down to the last 4. Vito and Aslan ducking through the first obstacle, and they have to make it across this little gap as the platform shrinks. One more beam falling off now. All 4 of them clustered up together. I really hope we don't get to see some grabbing action. Maybe just find a little spot for yourself that might just be safer. Yeah, I mean, it would really be quite amazing if we see some grabbing action, but Aslan not able to maintain his footing as he gets blown off the platform. So KG and Vito playing together, but Nazarus joins them. He had his own little path over there, his own little platform, but that platform was about to fall off, so now all of them clustered up together. And imagine if this one starts shaking. Imagine if they place the wrong bets. That would be disastrous. Oh no! He falls! 2 of them fall off at the same time, and the game is gifted to him on a silver platter. Vito takes it all.
I mean, Trips, this kind of seals the deal for KG. He really needed that win to come out on top. And I think this kind of also, I don't know, maths is not mathing with me right now. I'll wait for the scoreboard later on. But I have a feeling this has secured Aslan's chances in the finals. Probably round points might make a difference. I'm not sure, but he came till the end himself, so he'll get those added benefits and added points as well. If KG could have won this particular game, he would have pushed himself closer, 1 crown away from victory. But I think right now, hopefully, as much as math I know and mathing I can do in my brain, Aslan is going towards the champions position of the Founders Cup.
Yeah, even though he got eliminated quite early in this challenge, he still has enough of a buffer to make it across. And with just one game remaining, I don't think anyone else can catch up to him. So now, I guess the battle for the second and third spot will become even more intense because the first one is like kind of out of your reach right now, and the battle for the top three intensifies. We are about to see a lot more new contenders as well. KG has been one of those guys who you see in the final round all the time, but he never wins. So I'm happy that he finally gets a crown. It's been a long time coming.
No, KG didn't get a crown in this one. Vito did, right? KG came
Oh, sorry, my
second. He was
bad.
the guy.
Again.
Vito, yeah. So KG, if he would have got a crown, he would have had a chance to win it all because he was around 40 points away from Aslan. So now I think it'll be a
Yeah.
close tie between Connie and KG at this for the second spot. So though I think let's go for this match scorecard, see what it's all about. I still feel in the overall we'll see Connie and KG close to each other. So Vito, yes, Vito gets 32 points off this game. That's massive. Earning 32 points for a
Yo.
single game. That will put you in a very comfortable position in the top 10. I feel, and if you can pull off such another game like this in the next one, I think Star Heroes might be seen making a great comeback. Aslan with Forgotten Playland with 12 points, Furanku with 12 points, KG with 12 points. So that'll put KG somewhere in the mid 60s, a little farther away from Connie and Aslan, right?
Hmm.
RT with 12, Ojimeo with 6, Norbot with 6, Connor with 6, Bakala over here getting 6 for himself. Let's go to the next page and see what the bottom half of the table looks like. Talk Scott getting 6, Extraordinals getting 6, uh, from Smoke to Bomo getting 2 points here. Only Sinjin and Clive are such people who haven't scored anything this game. I think they got eliminated early on. Uh, Mia also got 2 points, right? Everyone, I saw chat cheering for Mia a while back, and I think the last game is going to be a tough one to tell us who was the second and third position where will it go. I personally feel the first position is secured by Arsenal right now.
Yeah, I don't think anybody can come close to Aslan, let alone challenge him. So he's sitting up on the high ground, reigning above it all, laughing his way to the bank as he's about to encash his SWORLD tokens, almost worth 70k, and he must probably be feeling quite secure right now, unless cornered or Bantar do something really well to like throw off their games. I don't think they will be out of the top three either. Uh, but I do believe that Connor, while he is secure in the top three, the third spot might just be still up for grabs. We'll have to take a look at the overall scoreboard in order to really confirm it. Uh, I do
Do you
believe that.
really want to?
I mean, why
I
not? Let's make
kind
the
of like
competition
the
as tough as possible, right?
suspense. No, I kind of
Oh
like
yeah,
the
of course.
suspense. You know,
Of
I
course, of
like the
course. I love the
suspense
suspense
where
too.
we not seeing the scoreboard after when there's just one game remaining. I think we should probably dive into the game and then probably see the scoreboard after that. I don't know.
Yeah, that
That's
definitely.
what I personally feel, right? I don't want to see the scoreboard. I don't want to get my hopes up during the game. I want to enjoy watching the game, and it also makes me less anxious when I don't see the scoreboard. Like that's very
Yeah.
personal to me. But I just feel very less anxious watching the last game always.
That sounds more like a coping mechanism for anxiety, like why do I want to see the scorecard? Let's just jump straight into the game and then we'll decipher all of it after it. Anyway, we're like down to the final game, right? And we already know what the top one looks like. So only those top two spots, the second and the third spot have to be just even though only those second and third spots are up for grabs right now, and that can be quite intense. So even though we kind of know who the winner is, it might be anticlimactic. The second and third spots, whoever finishes on the podium, that is still a mystery. And yeah, I do agree with you over there. We do have to maintain that sense of mystery in order to actually enjoy that last game, because that's when you realize how high the stakes are.
Well, I see a lot of players already in the lobby. It's going to begin really shortly. And ah, Crips, it's going to be tough, right? And I told you I won't be anxious too much, but I already am here. Are the top founders of gaming and NFT projects all across the globe competing here in Seed World Founders Cup, playing Fall Guys, supporting uh, Seed World coming out, and they are also playing for their share of this SWORLD tokens, which comes along with Seedworld. 70,000 of $70,000 worth of SWORLD tokens, which are up for the grabs right now, Crips. So I mean, this is some pressure they're feeling because they are also representing their communities who have hopes from them, right? And well, I've always said this, right? It's beautiful seeing Web3 and gaming coming together, and creating uh, experiences which I wish I had growing up, and I wish I could indulge in for a very for a longer period of time, right? I love the way how the building mechanics work in Seed World. We saw a lot of those gameplay footage, right, where you could just create anything you want. It you could create yourself a pyramid. You could create yourself one of those old Egyptian monuments, right? Or one of those Greek monuments, really loyal, really regal. You could put yourself in old school Rome. You could make yourself Caesar if you wanted, right?
That
And
kind of sounds like your
that's
fantasy. Is that the line you would take? Like, would you be going down the ancient historical kingdom grandness route? I always thought you were more of a cyberpunk, neo-realistic kind of person. That's what I thought you would be. But hey, I liked it that I'm getting to see this new side of you.
No, for me, I've always been fascinated by the Colosseum, right? I would build something like that,
Hmm.
just raw power and just going at it, right? And I'm always been a fan of historic architecture per se.
Yeah, I love the
So
architecture.
I think uh, humanity has gone towards convenience more and have made architecture to be more convenient than to be grand. So I with Seed World, I think there's plenty of opportunity for me to go back to grand, right? And I don't know, and just might dive into this
Yeah.
experience soon enough.
Yeah, if I were to dive into this experience, I don't think I have the creativity and the caliber needed, or nor the patience needed to build myself a grand Roman architecture kind of thing. I think I would go for more along the minimalistic designs, the more functionality over exhibition kind of thing. But again, that's me. I'm the kind of person who will not spend too much time into building things. I would rather go out and do things. I'm more of a gatherer than a creator. So I'm gonna be out there exploring more rather than settling down in one place and building myself a grand kingdom. I'll do it once. I'll make like one good palace, and then I'll go around exploring rather than and come back to it rather than build palaces upon palaces and kingdoms entirely. I don't think I have the patience to build a whole kingdom for myself. I'm more of a roam around kind of guy.
I mean, if you guys are wondering what the two of us are going on and on about, do check out Seed World socials on YouTube. It's Seed World Metaverse. You can follow them on Twitter, which is Seed World Meta. Drop a like if you're liking the stream, and click a like if you're liking what we're doing here. To subscribe to the channel for more content. And as I said that, right, we are going towards the final game for this Founders Cup grips, and everyone's in the lobby and ready.
Ready to rumble. Off we go. They have to make their way across the first obstacle just through a narrow rotating beam. And this should be easy enough for most people. But after that, the fans, when they move horizontally across, if you get stuck on them, you can get yeeted off the map. So that's where they have to be extremely careful. Maybe get a little bit of that boost with the Travelator.
I mean, till you reach the fans part, right? You really cannot get eliminated. It's more of a race. But once you reach that final part of this particular race, is where it matters, because that's where you can drop off the map itself. And
Yeah.
well, I see
Yeah.
one of them has already reached the final fan over there. Okay, this knock works in favor of baby driver Solly right over there. Oh, Unicorn, damn, that was a close one, a close survival. I see Disturbing Gone is the first one to cross, and Nazareth makes it. Vito makes it, baby driver Solly makes it. Bunch of 12 of them make it. 13 qualifying right here. I see 3 more going there.
Oh, just
Will
across.
Sherry make the jump, and does Playground also, Chevy also. So that's, I think, the first point for Chevy. I saw him on 0 last time.
Yeah, quite a lot of people finally opening up their points accounts, having some points debited to their name, while a lot of people do make it across. We had 19 spots available, but only 16 make it across. So could have been better. However, I am not complaining. It's way better than going directly to the final round, and I,
True.
for one, love hoverboard heroes rather. Why did I say hovering hoverboards? My bad. You don't even get your own personal hoverboard in this shit. But this can be quite difficult. We saw a lot of people get confused over here last time as they tried to grab one of those rotating laser beams, thinking it was a grabbable ledge. So I hope those people don't make the same mistake again. For now, though, you just need to survive and stay on the platform, as there's going to be lasers, traveling floors, and wind streams trying to blow you off.
Yeah, everyone's just trying to avoid the lasers for now. They know that you don't want to go in front of the fan, because that will get you eliminated, because there's no way people can handle the wind.
So
And
many.
I see a bunch of them. Connie Boy goes down. King goes down. So I think that's Connie Boy's dream of coming to that first position gone. Which it Aslan goes down. But he's mostly secured his position, so that's actually anticlimactic. I'd really like for him to go. So I think the only person who remains right now is KJ, and I want to see now there's a fight for the second place between KJ and Connie, right? And Connie Boy. And I think if KJ gets the crown right here in right this game, he might just progress himself to the second spot.
Yep. Back to the survival platform. They made it across the hurdles. They made it across the places where you have to rely on your movement. Now you just have to rely on your timing. First obstacle, dodge the huge rotating knock bar, and he tries to make it across. KG making a very risky move, but he just makes it in nick of time, using the fan momentum to carry himself across. Him and Playground Fred make it through. 5 people go forward. It's Nazareth, Dapper, KG Limited, Playground Fred, and Disturbing Gone. The final 5 are going to compete in... Wait, which level is this? It's Hexagon. Of course, there's no surprise.
Yeah, I mean, Hexagon are back again, and I think this is the final thing. Whoever wins this wins the last game, and I think I'm rooting for my big boy KJ here. Has KJ made it? Yeah, he has made it.
Yeah, he has made it indeed. So he's one of the contenders who can grab himself a spot on the podium. Let's see how far he manages to make it across. So far, he's the only person sitting on the top layer, while everyone else is already down to the purple as well as the blue layer. But no, what? He loses 3 layers at once. Now that is a drastic jump. Lot of progress lost. And he's at the same level as Playground Fred and Disturbing Gone now. Dapper, however, maintains the high ground just for the time being. Has plenty of blocks to go around, and none of them are far away. So by the time he's going to be done with this layer, people will be at least 3 layers down.
Yeah, I mean, that's okay. He's doing really well for himself. I want to see what KG is up to. I see him, at the corner of Nazareth's eye right over there, and oh, he's fallen down. He's on the blue layer. I think with these purple, yellow, and blue, three more layers to go below him. And if he managed to create an island for himself and make sure that no one from above can drop on that island, I think he'll do a wonderful job. But I don't think that's possible because playground, Fred over here is just going at it. He's not jumping. He's not waiting. He is trying to eliminate as
Sprinting.
many as
Oh,
hexagons as possible. He falls down, and now leave it up to him to clear the purple hexagons here, Crips.
oh, look at him trying to corner out his nemesis, trying to make sure that he's left on an island. And that's not a very big one, so it's not like he's doing him a favor and giving him his own spot. Nope, he's just trying to claim this entire purple floor for himself and trying to maintain as much distance as possible. People are still at the yellow layer. Nobody has reached the final blue layer of death yet. But Playground Fred is not the only one. KG Limited now losing whatever high ground he has, sharing the same floor with Fred. So that leaves both of them with lesser area to work with, ensuring that both of them reach the yellow layer first. Wait, I don't think KG can even reach the yellow layer. There's so many gaps. He might just fall directly to the blue layer if at all he doesn't take his calculations well.
I mean, yeah, he has to make sure. Ooh, and he doesn't have. That's why he jumped. What was that jump?
What?
How did he make it? And but he couldn't keep that up. He's down to the yellow layer somehow. He managed to come down to the yellow layer, which I think is going to help him a bit survive a bit longer. Down to the blue layer, the final blue layer of death here, and I think KG needs that ground to progress himself to
Oh
the
no,
second spot. I
Fred's
guess
out.
I'm not sure I get enough points here, but if he doesn't win, I think the top three will be really, really clear.
Oh, Fred was on the yellow layer for so long, and then it directly skips out to the blue layer. No! Dapper! Look at this difference in pace disturbing. Going from slowly jumping to rapidly sprinting eliminates the person who was running right behind him, and now he's built up a little space for himself. I think there's gonna be quite a lot of trouble for him as he runs out of floor and he falls into a trap of his own creation. Nazareth drops 2 blocks at the same time. He could have survived a little longer, but he jumps on 2 blocks at the same time, giving the dub to KG Limited. But the best part, in my opinion, over there was that one guy. He was slowly jumping, but the moment he saw someone's behind him, he started sprinting. Yo, he started running at full speed, just eliminating the floor of anyone else who was behind him as an attempt to sabotage it. And honestly, I don't blame him. I don't blame him. If someone positioned themselves in a way just like that next to me, I would also do everything in my power to sabotage the game for them.
I mean, what a game, right? From the first round of the last game, I saw the top contenders getting eliminated, Tips, and
Oh yeah.
then comes in KG, who's only in the top three, fighting for second spot probably for him in his community, and you know going against all cause. Like I saw everyone trying to sabotage each other over there, running across them, cutting each other off every hexagon over there. I feel yeah, KG did a good job, and I mean, I'm very anxious to see the scoreboard, and I want to see who took it all, who came second, who came third, because top three is what matters. Top three will receive a share of the SWORLD tokens for their community. So now's the wait, right? Now it's the anticipation of what that particular scoreboard will
Yeah.
say. But all in all, Tips, a wonderful tournament. Like 12 games, didn't know where they managed.
Yeah, time was basically flying when I was casting this entire thing. In fact, I didn't even feel like this was casting. It was so much fun. It did not even feel like work to me. I felt like I was just having fun and enjoying with you over here, as well as all the other 27 people who have joined us for this tournament at the Seedworld Presents Founders Cup. Keep in mind, all of these people are very talented, very respected in the Web3 and gaming space. But every once in a while, it's nice to have them just come down here and relax and unwind for a time being. They work really hard to create this community a better place. So I think it's also fair that they party harder and they have fun much more.
I mean, yes, this whole tournament, like, has brought our attention and eyes towards this wonderful community. And, we're talking to a few of these people, learning more about their projects, and what is Web3 gaming all about. Learning Web3 gaming through Seed World, right? Especially the part where I feel Seed World is also uh, showing the world uh, a future where user generated content is going to be at the forefront, right? Uh,
Yeah.
and I think uh, just by giving the chance for people to create so much, right? I think Seed was doing great. You can see the website when you can meet, build, collaborate. We've shown you the trailer at the start. You can catch it on their website also. Also, let me talk about one thing which I was emphasizing on yesterday as well, and I just want to remind all of you guys today is the Seed World NFTs. Crips, these are beautiful collections through already existing collections, the mounts and the vanguards. But there's
Hmm.
one more collection, which is the Lands Genesis collection, which is coming out soon, and will take the total collections to three. And what do these collections give you apart from the cool characters, the cool avatars, the cool
Hmm.
cloth? I think these collections also, holding this NFT will also give you a free subscription to the Seed World game, and where you might get access to special and exclusive rewards, right?
Hmm.
Also, when I was talking about Web3 gaming, Yasir Sinjin, he has also mentioned about how there's a whole different economy and monetization which comes in with these tokens being involved, and these NFTs will give you access to that as well, right? Apart from that, there
Hmm.
are various cosmetics, in-game material. So I mean, it's an experience I'm waiting to dive into myself. Well, you can see here the collection. I think the Vanguard collection of 6,000 unique pieces. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get my hands on one of them
6,000.
very, very
Damn.
soon.
Damn, that's crazy, yo. And all of these look also so artistic, so different. I'm sure that all of you will find something that resembles your own personality and something that connects to you on a deeper level. So all of these NFTs are really cool. Get your hands on them. And if you haven't done so already, I think playing a little more in Seed World will definitely tell you that these are really cool to have. In fact, if you just play a Seed World by itself, you will be having so much fun that you probably forget to do everything else. So just go ahead and immerse yourself in this fantasy land where only your imagination is the limit. Of course, it's not just your imagination and your things that you're doing, it's also a very social experience. So if you're playing this with your friends, this can be even more fun as you can explore, build, create things literally out of thin air. And that is the beauty of Seed World. Go ahead and check it out right now. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead and follow their social media channels as well, their Instagram, their Twitter, everything, so that you don't miss out on an update, because these guys are here to change and update the entire community and just make this entire place a better place to be, make the entire community a more pleasurable experience. So go ahead and support them in their journey as well.
I mean, yeah, I mean, this looks like an a more immersive. It's much more than the the role playing games I've indulged in myself. We
Hmm.
and trust me, I've played a lot of those role playing games, and
Yeah.
with Seed World, I think the best part is their Web3 uh, integrated economy, right? Is because uh, the wonderful graphics, the beautiful characters. We also showed you a video on how those characters were made, right? We also showed you
Hmm.
a video about how things were, how things are built inside Seed World, right? and this is at par with every every other fantasy you'd have, right? So graphically it looks really really good. Like you see, I dig the characters right over there.
Hmm.
So just waiting, you know, to get in and dive in. And before that, I think we have to show everyone the results which they have been anticipating for so long, Crips. What do you think? Who do you think? I know Aslan's winning it all, but who do you think would be second or third? I think KG is taking the second spot and Connie is coming third. But what do you think? Will Connie be able to maintain the second? Connie boy be able to maintain the second spot?
That's what I was worried about as well. In fact, I do believe that Connie also had a couple of round predictions. He advanced a couple of rounds, but I don't think he farmed enough points to keep himself in the lead. And if KG was just able to make it to the final round, he probably wouldn't have been able to win. But now that he's actually got the crown in the last game, I think he's earned himself a real fighting chance. So now things are gonna be as close as ever, and I just can't wait, man. You can probably see it on my face already. I'm already sweating. It's all the anticipation building up, all the mystery that we have been just undergoing so far is finally gonna come to an end as the grand stage, the grand champion will be revealed.
I mean, yeah, it's the first ever Founders Cup. Let me remind you, Seedworld presents Founders Cup. We will be playing Fall Guys with, the industry leaders of Web3 gaming and NFT projects all across the world. These are communities with a lot of people in them. Their representatives, founders have come here, participate in this Fall Guys tournament, are competing for their share of SWORLD tokens, which is going to have a huge impact on their communities later on. And who are going to be these top three? For me, I still feel it's Aslan, KG, and Corny Boy in that order, Trips.
Well,
What do you
I
feel?
think a little bit of our mystery, a little bit of our anticipation will be released now as we take a look at the scoreboard for the last game and last game exclusively. Keep in mind, this is probably going to have a lot of impact because people did make it to three different rounds other than just having the round number one and jumping straight to the hexagon level. KG gets 26 points, and at the start of the day, he was at the second spot. He lost his lead to Connor, and I think this game might just have helped him regain that lead. 26 points is a big enough jump. He might just be able to get to the second spot, which will put Connie at third. But Connor was only able to get 2 points this game. So, if by some stroke of luck, either OJ Mayo or Coop snag that third place away from him, then Connor would have lost 3 spots on the same day, and that's a massive fall from being on the second spot to not even being on the podium is a big dip.
True. I mean, uh, Connor with those 2 points. Even if you take Aslan, right, he's also just got 2 points, right? Some kind of semblance meant over there. Banter. I think he had one victory today. He won the fourth game, but I couldn't see that spark in the next two games. So let's move to the legs. Let's see the bottom half of the table. Who else has got 2 points? Because most of these are just consolation points right now. Q Pro, R Pro, Bakala. We spoke to him yesterday, and he was telling us all about his projects and how he's also been an FPS player in the past. I think False Guys didn't really speak to him. He's just got 2 points this game. Solly Knox, Chef, Vito, Pomo, all with 2 points. Sinjin, Norbert, even with Norbert, right? We saw this particular spark in him, seeing him win a game earlier this evening, but I think Norbert just couldn't make it. Befar and Big Turns also on 0 points. So now the anticipation trips is killing me. I just want to see the top three right now. Who is this person who takes Aslan is the person who takes the crown every time. He's got the majority of the crowns, right? Who takes the second spot over here? And
Oh, Connor does
Aslan,
just.
no, Connor's on 70 actually. So the second spot will go to, I think KG was on 92. right? And so I think the top three is very, very clear over here. Aslan with the victory at 110 points. Connor is getting the second spot, and I think over KG is getting the second spot. Yes, KG from the Warden gets the second spot, 92, and Connor gets the third spot with 70 points right there.
Oh, what a storyline. What a serious amount of back and forth. Okay, here's a fun fact. Aslan was obviously on the top all throughout the tournament. KG was on the second spot at the start of the day. He conceded the second spot to Connor for just a brief period, and now he's regained that lead, putting Connor back in third spot. Zeph, however, from Saku Monsters, was not even in the top 5 up until the second game. Only halfway through today, he jumped up into the top 5 and he's dethroned Norbert. Norbert was in the top.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. You're right. Norbert was there above, but he's dropped down right now. So there it is, guys. These are the top three champions from the Seed World Presents Founders Cup. It's Aslan with 110 points, KG with 92 points, and Connor here with 70 points, right? And it's been a wonderful experience throughout the Founders Cup, right? And Crips, I just feel if KG would have had a little more games, right? Because we saw how well they adapted towards the end, the latter quarter of the games. But if I think there were more games, I think this table would have been a much different scoreboard, because I see how all of these people, even Zaf, Norbert, Banter for that matter, have come up in points.
Yeah, I mean, they had less than 10 points early on, and now Bantar has 40. So that's a big jump. Even Vito, for that matter, I really thought that winning that one crown would be enough to keep him inside the top 5, but everybody else made so much progress that Vito, even after winning a whole game, is unable to get inside the top 5. In fact, just barely hanging on in the top 10. So that kind of tells you that the tournament really picked up pace on the second day. And you're right, if this was just a tiny bit longer, maybe Aslan would be threatened. Maybe KG would have been able to catch up to him as well.
I mean, yeah, let's have a look at the bottom half of the table as well. I really want to see how everyone else has done over here. What are the final standings for everyone else? I'd like to see what are the total number of points they've accumulated. We see Ember with 30, Ulti with 20, from Mintify with 28, Solly from top squad 26, Nox with 22, Bukala here with 20, Clive climbing up with 16, Big Turns with 12, Befar with 10, Mia climbing up to 8, and Sinchin from Meiji at 6. So, I mean, no one's going home with a 0, right? Everyone's got themselves some kind of points. And, Clips, it's been a wonderful, wonderful 12 games overall, right? I think this tournament has also been a reflection of how what kind of a community Seed World is going ahead and building.
Yeah, and this community is really fun to be in. Even if you don't end up scoring a lot of points, I'm sure you're still gonna have a lot of fun. Bomo with 6 points still had a lot of support in the chat, and even though he was not able to earn a lot of points, I'm sure, still got a lot of love. Same with Lenny, Matthew as well. They were able to finish the tournament with only 2 points, but they participate in every single one and they didn't give up until the very end. Of course, there are some people who don't get any points at all, but I'm sure that they would have a much better time playing Seed World rather than Fall Guys. Hopefully, they find their calling over there, as in Seed World, you can be whoever you want, wherever you want, and everything is only up to your imagination. Maybe they'll have a much better time playing Seed World rather than Fall Guys. But I'm glad that they participated in the Founders Cup and graced us with their presence as well. And I would also like to thank all of you guys for gracing us with your presence by watching this stream. Of course, before we end the show, I would urge you all to hit the like button and subscribe as well. Any closing thoughts, JD?
I mean, I just want to tell everybody, right? Because I just want everyone to know that I'm going to be playing Seed World. So join us in Seed World, where we're just not going to play games. We're going to build dreams. We're going to be extremely creative. We're going to try to be content creators as well. I said I would, build all the ancient colosseums and all. So welcome to the future of user-generated content. You can be a content creator. Everyone can be a content creator, and have a wonderful time doing that. You guys are watching the Seed World Presents Founders Cup, where the majority, founders of gaming and NFT projects were here competing in Seed World's first ever tournament, and the top three have taken their share of SWORLD tokens. So this is me, JD and Crips, signing off, and do hit the like and subscribe button.
Just wanna feel alright without